All right, everybody. I am live. I've got an impromptu stream going on right now, earlier than expected, because I'm home alone. Don't have to get the kids to bed tonight. So I'm going to be playing a game that I have not played live yet. We're going to be playing some Minecraft. I have a world in Minecraft that I've been playing for a bit over a year with my kids, and every now and then, sometimes I'd be playing by myself, sometimes I'd be playing with them. I wanted to kind of show that off a bit, see who stops in, have some chats, and kind of go from there. So we'll see how that all pans out. We are almost done with synaptic snaps. That is a hard bunch of words to say. We will see how I do with the talking tonight. I bit my lip something fierce earlier today, and then I bit it again, and then again, a fourth time during dinner tonight, and it is very angry at me. So we will have a little bit of troubles in that department, but we'll see how that goes. For now, I do have Minecraft kind of up in the background. Let's get that sound in there. There we go. Got some nice music. Love the Minecraft music quite a bit. So if things are a little quiet, just let me know. But we're going to be logging in here and heading into my realm. Do people actually read these? I do. Okay. So what do we got here? I got to pull my social bridge off to the left and get to my live tab so I can see kind of what's going on. Keep an eye on things, right? That's okay. So be nice to the animals. I sure will. And now, because of my shoulder, I am doing controller on the computer, which I am used to playing on the PS5 and whatnot. But it's been a while. I feel a little rusty. So hopefully folks can bear with me. This is my realm. I have been building this just kind of utilitarian-like over the last year, trying to experiment a little bit with some aesthetics. This is kind of one of the biggest, the first builds that I kind of did when I found an actual village. It took me a while to find said village. This is wide open. So let's give a little bit of a tour, shall we? Oh, hi chickens. Oh, so many eggs. Okay. So let's do a little bit of an introduction. Hi, this is my character. She's pretty cool. And I recreated her kinda in Hytale. So we'll kind of see how this all pans out. I'm used to playing in first person. Maybe I'll throw the little third person on there for some aesthetics here. But this village is the first village I kind of converted. I've got a bunch of beacons everywhere to give me that jumping and speed and all that sort of stuff. So those you'll see kind of around the village. I love being able to jump 2 blocks. It is super helpful. This is a giant farm that I put together. My own design for bamboo. It's ridiculously kind of pieced together. It's not very efficient at all. I do like working with redstone in this game. And you can see basically what happens. Let's see if I can get up here actually. Then I'll show you kind of how this works. Okay, I need to go first person. Otherwise, this is going to be... So I am so not used to the controls, I swear. What? Somebody broke a sand block. That's fine. All right, up we go. So this bamboo farm was my own design. These kind of all grow kind of independently. And then whenever a bamboo reaches that height, I think. Yeah. Or is it this height? I can't remember, honestly. I might have shrunk it down to that height because I wanted to kind of hit everything more often. Effectively, what happens, and get out here, is this cart down here gets shoved off and goes underneath the blocks and gathers all the bamboo. Does 2 loops around, and then deposits it, and it turns it into stacks of bamboo for me. Might even turn it directly into bamboo blocks inside my base here. I got my my wheat farmer guy out here. This is another farm that I have. I can't remember where I got the design from, but this cart just kind of keeps going around. It goes around and around and around, and whenever this guy picks any wheat, his inventory's full, so it just drops to the ground. So wheat and seeds drop right to the ground. And that comes into my temple base here, kind of. Got a little wood farm here. The wheat shows up through this little sorting mechanism. Wheat itself goes in here and then gets auto-crafted, theoretically, down here. It looks like it's broken. Oh, thank you for the follow. So this is broken. I don't know why there's green dye in here. That's really strange. What's my overflow chest look like? Nothing. Good. I got my wheat down here. So what's preventing this? Oh, gross. I'm going to fix this real quick. What can I put in there? I have a problem with organization as well. My biggest problem is when I need space in my inventory, I tend to just throw the random stuff into random nearby chests and try to fix it from there. But we're going to fix this little machine up. Okay, come on. What are you doing? Oh, is it actually working now? Oh, cool. We'll put these in here, actually. This is an unexpected feature. Now it's just filling in the top 3 rows and creating new bales of hay. And those get shot right in there. So basically, as soon as this gets full, this comparator shoots out a signal, finally, because it equals this crafter that's always full. And when the 2 comparators are equal to one another, it shoots out the signal, and that goes around in a circle. And as you can see down below, it powers the block below it, which then powers this block, which then shoots out the craft into this chest. It's a super compact way to kind of create that comparator chest. I did the same for my my other farm over here for my sugar canes. Basically, I have a stack of sugarcane farms. It's getting dark out, but that's okay. It's pretty safe in this area. This sugarcane farm stack goes up a few levels. I really hope I don't fall because I do not want to die. Okay. I didn't finish it though. I wanted to get it up this high, but I just never got around to it. So I am in the process of figuring out a time to do that, but I never really needed it simply because Gosh, I have too much already. It's mainly to make the paper, right? So if I can get down here safely. Hey, I got water. Ow. Did not mean to do that. Yeah, these are the cacti are supposed to kind of fall down here. This redstone is part of my bamboo farm. You can see I've got repeaters that kind of shoot out here and power all of these pistons as we kind of go. It powers the blocks underneath, and that powers the pistons themselves. And I had to cut into the glass here to get some stuff right on top of it because this repeater blocks this piston from getting powered. So because of that, I had to kind of cut through the glass and kind of jury rig it a little bit. So you'll see that on each of these sides, and it works out really well. And then the cacti, multi-levels, as soon as they grow one more, the walls in the middle pop the top off, and it goes into the running water beneath and gets collected in this hopper system down below. And I've got more cacti than I ever really will need at this point. I'm curious if I can get out of here now. I think I can get out right here. Perfect. Ow. I do have regeneration though. My son recently broke my iron golem farm. I made this so long ago because probably one of the first big builds that I did was this hall for my my villagers, and then I made this iron farm above it. Okay, come in down below. The little trap door to get in and out, and then, this is a mess and a half. Okay, no, what are you doing, man? Okay. I did not anticipate him going out the door. I gotta go save his life now. Where did he go? Did he literally just said peace out and then he just left? Made a beeline for somewhere. Yes, I see cats all around. Again, the cats were my kids messing around. Maybe he went in here? Let's see. Nope. This is my farm for, what is this? Iron, I think. This is the iron golem sorting mechanism. So effectively what comes out here is all of the string from the cats, unfortunately. All of the poppies from the golem. I can grab those and put them into these. This is my no longer in use kelp farm that I used to have because I thought, oh, hey, it was neat. I can duplicate all this kelp and it will auto fill in these composters and then I get a whole bunch of bone meal. Well, turns out that that lags the realm significantly. On top of that, it just kind of felt bad to do. So I discontinued that. I left it here for posterity, but what I can do is I can just grab, a stack of these as I go, and just put it in a composter, right? Oh, I am hitting the wrong buttons here. Or I can just pop it right into the hopper, and that will auto do it as well. It goes down this hopper chain. This hopper chain feeds this chest, and this chest, oh, hello, got my trapdoors open, feeds this dispenser. And basically we put in some oak saplings here. They grow. As soon as they grow, this observer sees it, and all of these pistons push it to the right. And then up here, oh, hello. Once this observer sees it, hit this edge, all of these pistons get powered and then pushes it out another row effectively. And that row continues until the end once it hits that 13 limit. Now, again, my son was in here not too long ago, and he put some leaves there, and that will actually break the farm a little bit. Just 4 high, honestly. So really, I just need to get rid of these 2. And I think I honestly need to get rid of this torch as well. That will make the farm continue to work. Same here. And here. These can't be there, I believe. So I also have my world map. I think this is the proper direction, or where are we? Oh, there we are. Yep, if you can see. Let's see, can I zoom in? Oh gosh. That's kind of where the maps are located right now. And that's the little island. There is also a series of rivers that are kind of across the way. I'm trying to remember which one it was. I think it's this way. There's this little series of rivers here. Goes past a cherry blossom biome. And kind of goes out and around. And somewhere in here, I believe, is my first base. Which was just like a little cave base. I should probably get over there, honestly. I have all sorts of stuff to kind of show off that I've been kind of working on over the ages. Here's my first like big lava farm in the overworld. Apparently there's a cat in here. Hi. This is my my obsidian farm. Put lava in here and then push out some water at the touch of a button, and it turns it all into obsidian for me. I can also do that for cobblestone if I really wanted to. I don't have a need to, but it's nice that I have the option. I've got a chest full of stuff. I've got a bed to sleep, as well as a like water level exit. And you can see a massive machine behind the glass down here. That was my attempt at a mega sorter. I say attempt because I never got it finished. Hey man, we don't need you attacking me. Okay. My kitties. Yeah, you're so cute. But if I try to sleep and I'm up here and there's zombies out and about in the water, I made a little effectively safe room down below. In case of monsters, safe bed is below. I should probably put like a glow ink on here to make it glow. That would be nice. But this brings me all the way down to a safe spot. And I've got a little rail system that doesn't quite work. That's supposed to take me back to my tower base, as well as like a few offshoots. So I can always swap that. It swaps this from a magma block to a soul block and changes the direction of the water. I also have get shot up over the door if I'm going fast enough. Here's my sorting room. This was a huge mega project that I was working on, all done in survival. And I tried getting it finished, experimented with a few things, and it's been a pain in the tuchus figuring out how to sort it, actually. I just found out I have a whole bunch of iron here. That's fantastic. I tried working with the copper golems a little bit. That didn't work out too well. I've got 2 of them in this little spot here, and it kind of works, but there's just something off about it. I think it was like a little too loud for me because they were constantly checking, and I didn't want to make them stop checking whenever the chest was empty or something like that. So I just kind of left that alone and said, you know what? I'm not too terribly worried about finishing this yet. It's a huge project. I made different stone shapes and stuff. I've got like a little window to the underwater area behind here, which I thought was cool. And then I've got some behind the scenes things over here. This used to be like a row of hoppers. I was planning to kind of convert this to a copper golem sorting mechanism, but never really got around to it. In here, we do have the remnants of the old style of the back areas. Again, I kind of left as much of the waterlogged caves as I could digging out this project because I thought it looked really cool aesthetically. So that's kind of a nice little feature I have in here. And then of course I've got some tools and stuff in the floor that have been working out well. This leads to like some slime chunks. Needed some slimes for some stuff, so I dug down to about slime level, found a big cave that has a whole bunch of slimes in it, and used that to just fight some slimes and get some slime balls. I don't really know what they are officially called, what they drop, but that's okay. Here is the edge of my bamboo stuff. So right now, I believe I have it turned off to auto create the blocks of bamboo. I should probably turn that back on. I forget what I do to do that. I think, let's see, once that is 9, that goes there. Oh, you know what it's supposed to do? I think one of these hoppers goes somewhere else. I don't know. I'll fix that later. Just one of those things that's like on my agenda. You can tell I've got like massive amounts of ADHD when I was building this world because things are just kind of all over the place. So, welcome to the Nether. Okay, got a little zombie piglin in there. This is my Nether hub. I've got a whole bunch of lava here because I wanted to have a bunch of lava in a hub available to just, you know, smelt things and whatnot as I was passing through. I needed a lot of furnaces to bake some of these bricks because I wanted to have a whole bunch of these bricks as part of the build. Created a lot of windows to kind of see out into the Nether itself. This guy, I accidentally, this guy's been here since the start. I think I've got a saddle on him now. Apparently if you tether these guys, they are there forever. So I thought that was interesting. Somewhere in here, I think there's a llama, or at least there was. I think I had actually died because coming down here to where I was trying to get to the netherite level for the ancient debris, there's all of these like magma things, and I think the llama got down here and I couldn't lead him back up, unfortunately, and llama done passed away. But this leads up to my original entrance right here. This was the original entrance into this area. Basalt Delta. One of the worst ones to get, I think, for your first Nether experience. I didn't like it at all, but I spawn-proofed the whole thing. I've got upper slabs everywhere. I've got, you know, these glowstones are still there too. And then this big staircase kind of goes down to another huge area that I had to fully spawn proof. I built these basalt walls, these giant basalt walls, just so all of the nastiness that's out there stays out there, right? I have a lot of memories of fighting things in here while I was spawn proofing. A lot of ghasts, a lot of like fire slimes or lava slimes or whatever they're called. There's a lot of stuff going on there. This is my upper slabs thing that's showcasing the beacon that I had to install. This beacon is down at lava level, give or take, so it should cover the entire Y value all the way to the ceiling. That was a pain to get in a basalt delta at lava level, and trying to build a pyramid down there safely was ridiculous. But I did it. And then I built this to get to the ceiling, the safety of the ceiling. So this vine is my pathway up here. And I've got a few things. This goes to my XP towers, my XP farm, a quarry. We found like a cool little area that looks kind of like a quarry, naturally spawned that way. I thought it was pretty neat. This goes to my nether fortress and what my kids deem as the Enderman farm. Is just a small little spot in one of the forests down there. My son wanted a nether base. This is just blocks of extra stuff. I think his nether base is over here. I built this for him. Super disconcerting so far. But he wanted like this base that lets you see all into the nether. So I had to get all this glass and replace all of the material with glass. I have these windows on the side. This was a pain in the tuchus as well. But you can kind of see how dangerous this area really is, right? Again, almost entirely spawn proof, aside from, you know, this small little area here. All of the glass blocks are going to be spawn proof. There's not going to be much that actually spawns in here, thankfully. So I'm not too terribly worried about it. And this is like remnants of me dropping the project mid-run because it was a lot of work. I don't even know if there's anything of value that I left behind. Apparently, my son's silk pickaxe is in there. I don't even know if he knows about that, honestly. I'll have to remind him. You know what? Maybe I'm just going to grab it, because then I can give it to him next time I see him in the game. All right. So heading back here. Where are we? So one of the other things I love to do is take over the nether fortress, because I like to have the ability to go and get wither skeletons and blazes anytime I please. I can't remember if I set up a blaze farm yet, but I do have a wither skeleton farm for wither skulls, and those wither skulls are kind of key. I'm just noticing I do not have my gold helmet on. Let me quick rectify that. There you are. Hello. Okay, we'll get that on, and then we'll get my silk pickaxe. I named it Silky. Okay, got that in there. I probably could have put my helmet into my chest, but that's fine. Not a big deal. So this lawn corridor is seeded with a haste, a movement speed plus, and a jump plus trio of beacons, so I can kind of traverse it pretty fast. Oh, hey, random account. Thank you for following. So I'm just kind of making my way. It's a long ways away where the actual... I think I went past my turn, honestly. It's a long ways away where the closest nether fortress was to me. So I had to kind of find it and then dig my way through the ceiling area to get to it. And so I have this like maze of tunnels up here, right? That I originally used, and this was my attempt to make a shortcut. A nice angled shortcut. But coming down here, I love making use of windows, right? Whenever I can. I can kind of see into the nature. I feel kind of like a, you know, a nature documentary person or whatever. I can see kind of things in the wild, right? Enderman carrying a block, and Enderman just kind of staring at me through the glass. Some piglins just chilling, right? I think it's kind of cool. There's some ghast activity over here, some lava falls. I love it. I mean, even though the nether's kind of scary, it's also kind of beautiful when you get it. So this nether fortress is fully spawn proofed. I've got, you know, a glass ceiling here just to see into my little portion of the base. I do have an eyelash in my eye, so I do apologize. There we go. I think I got it. So I'm very close to the other biome over here. You can see the fire and stuff like that, but like the rest of it is pretty safe. We do have some Endermen in this area. I didn't never spawn proof this side for some reason, but I spawn proof this side. You can see I've got some upper slabs all across. And that's kind of my zen of going in and spawn proofing nether fortresses and stuff is fantastic. So I just noticed that my music volume is a little loud, so hopefully folks are able to hear me just fine. I'm going to adjust that just slightly so it's not blasting in my ears as I'm in here. Where are we? Oh, come now. Game settings? No, I'm looking for audio. That's what we need. Music. Yeah, we'll get you down into the 40 range. That should be fine. Okay, so this nether fortress took me forever to spawn proof, but I was very insistent that everything here be safe. Over that way, through the little cutaway in there, is the Enderman farm. It's just a small little place that you can fight Endermen from the safety of a little tiny fort. I did expand the netherwart farms down here, and I had to put little slabs on top of them, otherwise blazes would spawn. And that was quite annoying to figure out. Like, I got everything spawn proofed. Why are blazes still spawning? Well, they can still spawn on soul sand when it has netherwart on top of it. So like, the only thing, the original ones do not allow for spawning. So these original netherwarts are completely spawn proof naturally. It's just all this other stuff that I built that was not spawn proof. This was my original safety cage that I made. I had the intention of turning this into a wither skeleton array of farms. I'll kind of show it to you when we get out here. It's off to the side a bit. It's in the caves a bit. I've got a little bit of an escape hatch to go who knows where. I'm very far away from home here. But this contraption was meant to kind of hold wither skeletons or something like that on their spawn points, and then makes it so that they spawn within a certain spot and then they get killed automatically. It wasn't working for me, so I said, you know what, I gotta do a different method. So I'll show you my different method here in a second. Just come running through this area and get into my beacon space. Not that I need to close and open these doors. There are no enemies that can come in here. Once you have the upper slabs, even the Enderman can't teleport in here. But this is my actual farm. I've got a whole bunch of like wither roses down there. These guys spawn on top of them and then go for this piglin that's up above and then fall into the pit. And then they go down a ways. So I'll go through my little trap door here. Kind of show you where those end up. It used to be, here's my beacon. Some wither, Endermen are allowed to come down here because they spawn on top of the iron. I've been meaning to put some top slabs on here, but I don't really care. They can spawn there, it's fine. And you can hear the skeletons right now. They are in this machine. It is a trident killer. I am on bedrock. Just turn it on and it swirls them around and kills them all. All of that experience is gatherable down here. You can gather some of it up here, but it gets stuck down there. It goes into this chest. It goes into these hoppers. Hoppers go off to the side. And then the hoppers come down here into a series of sorters. And some crafting arrays. So this one actually fills up with coal and compares with this other one here and sends out signals that allows it to build blocks of coal automatically for me. This is all the overflow. So this is where all of the swords go effectively. This one I believe is just ender pearls, because sometimes Endermen will teleport to those wither roses, get out there, fall down, and then they get smashed in the machine. Any wither skeleton skulls go into this chest, and then the bones go through here, into here, turn into what is that? Bone dust? I don't know. I can't remember. And then that goes down into here, this bone meal. And then once that's full, it compares with this chest, creates a signal that goes around, and finally puts in bone blocks. Very compact. This took me forever to figure out how to do in such a compact way. And honestly, this probably doesn't need to be a two-sized thing, but it's fine because I can put in loose bone meal in here, and it will go through the system and create bone blocks for me. So this is where I get the bone meal now for my tree farm and whatever else I need that on. So lots of good uses for all of this bone material. This area also took a while. Here's my trash chest. I'll show that off a little bit. This one was fun. I love redstone. It's one of the big things I love about this game. So I currently have it locked, but you can see the signal goes on when anything goes into the chest. This tells me, hey, there's something in the chest, right? And over here, if I can jump up here. Nope. Come on. There we go. Over here, it takes the items once it's open, right? Once I open up the circuit, it brings the items over to this dropper. And when anything is in this dropper, it creates a small little clock over here that hits this dropper multiple times and shoots the items out into the lava down below. So if I flick the switch, be able to see it just start shooting all the junk items right into the lava down below, and then I don't have to worry about them. Turn the machine off, everything's empty. I kind of love that a lot. And I put these little things here so I can't accidentally run into the lava. Safety first is what I like to say. And I think my daughter has random stuff in here. Sometimes she carries around random stuff. She's only 7, so like, it's fine. Okay, this is getting too full. So I'll put on my looting sword, and because it's my trident in there, the looting 3 effect applies to the trident as well while I'm holding the sword, which will give them a higher percentile chance to drop all of the wither skulls that I need. So that's kind of the main draw of this right now. I do have a foolproof wither farm as well, where I just have to put the things in a certain array here in the nether, and it will spawn a wither inside of the bedrock, and then it'll just suffocate to death. So I never have to actually fight it. Okay, so that's enough showing that machine off. You can see I've got a whole bunch of random stuff everywhere, right? It feels like such a waste not taking care of the guys that fall down as I'm sitting down here, because, you know, there's always a chance to get more skulls. But you can see my machine kind of working, building more bone blocks, all that sort of fun stuff. Really love how everything just kind of works once you get used to it. So building these machines is kind of one of the big joys of this game for me. But I'm going to call that good. And we're going to head back upstairs. This just leads down to the lower area. I was tired of hearing a bunch of stuff spawning down here. So, well, a bunch of stuff as in Enderman. So I went down there and fixed that. This was my original lead up down to this level before I built that ladder up. Almost died building that ladder, honestly, because it was... there was a lava pocket up above, and then I panicked, and I was stuck in lava, and it was a whole to-do. But it was fun, because now I've got these random chests down here with random materials and whatnot. There's a blaze rods that I don't really need, some extra tridents. Forgot that those were there. What do I got in the top here? Just some more nether rack. Not too bad. Everything's still spawn-proofed here. Original stairs to this fortress. This was like multiple hallways that I cleared out the entire center on. Created a copy of this world and went in creative mode on the copy and figured out where all the spawn points were using a command block. And then I came back with the coordinates and built everything here. Still was pretty dangerous doing that, but I also had fun with it. So I can go around here and kind of see the farm working from this perspective. Excuse me. And I think somewhere around here, yeah. So I haven't turned these into farms yet. I could turn this into a blaze farm. I did that on my wife's world. She doesn't play on the realms, but we play locally a bunch. And I took her nether fortress spawn points. There was 2 of these right next to each other. And all I did is I hollowed out a big area, had some lava flowing towards the center, and then these things would drop down, and then you could just kill them from down below. Take them out there, and then you're able to gather out as many blaze rods as you need. I have plenty already from my excursions, just kind of clearing this place out and spawn proofing it. Even found this cave in here that I had to spawn proof. And I wonder, trying to think, I'm getting like the two worlds mixed up. I think the other world has a more impressive wither skeleton farm. It has a lot more impressive other things in there as well. This is kind of a smaller fortress comparatively, but I had a lot of fun getting around here and taking care of all that. Almost died a couple times in here as well. I'm not on hardcore, but I play like I am, so I'd like to take precautions wherever I can. I have died a few times in this world. It would have been a shame if all of those deaths, or any of those deaths, kind of turned into me losing the world entirely. Maybe someday I would do hardcore, but that feels like a lot of pressure. I got more tridents here too. Speaking of which, how did I get so many tridents, you might ask? Well, I have a farm for that. Let's see. Oh, this is my original like little place that I made for furnaces so I could bake some more of these things, the bricks. And then that's pretty much my nether fortress. Mainly it's existing here to get ender pearls if I need them, as well as wither skeleton skulls. I've got well over a stack of those right now, but like, you know, whatever. Okay, so these halls go to various other places. I honestly don't remember where half of them go. I do know where the ones go that lead to the places that I care about, though. All right, so we're going to kind of meander on through here. Hello. Don't mind me. A little bit of shiny stuff happening there. Another cross hallway that I don't remember where it goes. Simply because you can't easily just map out the nether, which is slightly annoying, but it is what it is. Okay, almost to the end here. We're back to our number 1. See, here's the original nether beacon that I was showcasing before, going all the way up to bedrock, right up there. This area is fully spawn proofed as well, almost. XP towers, XP farm. I think this leads to my, I haven't finished the like walkways up here yet, so please don't judge me. But, where is it? This is my original mob XP tower in the overworld. So, I was told, build a tower over the ocean and build it up really high and you'll get the best spawn rates. So I did that. There we go. Where are we sitting at? Okay, so this is my original XP farm in here. Built it way up high, tried to make it kind of aesthetically pleasing. And then I built off of this. I built the nether portal off of here. Tried to get a little aesthetic with that as well. I also built this little area for enchanting and disenchanting and smithing, all that sort of stuff. And then in here, I've got my, infinite lava sources. These are some sorting mechanisms for all of the items from the farm. And I am telling you, I am full on so much in here. Like if there's stuff at the top, that means I'm full up down below because it all sorts from up there. Got some eyeballs, got some whole bunch of stuff that I will never need, honestly. And then I can open these up and see down below, right? So I can see where everything really kind of is at a moment's notice. Here's all my overflow for all of the armor and other junk that drops off of these guys in hard mode. I get like enchanted things and like mostly broken things. So I do have a trash over here to kind of throw them into, and it just tosses it right into the lava again. I turn this on and that's how it all works. So there's nothing in there right now, but it just kind of creates another clock that shoots it all down there. Pretty simple, but that was my first like foray into building clocks with redstone. I got some other sorted things over here. I say sorted, it's kind of a mess right now since I don't use this place much anymore. And then I've got some chests in the ceiling to also kind of try to sort some things out. Got some precious metals, some regular blocks, some redstone contraption things. These are supposed to be like the natural blocks or so. And then this is like the adventure chest. So like I can grab these if I need to. Some bundles, a bed, and a bow for myself and my kids. Some golden boots for the kids in case we want to go to the nether and they don't have any golden items on them. And then some random stuff. My son had a whole bunch of TNT that he put in here. So I kept it all. I have a fishing hole here. So there is a fish in here. This fish, when I fish in here, it ends up putting all of the stuff that I find into this chest here. Basically, you aim for this little spot here. The waterlogged chest has water all around it here. So the little bobber goes kind of in that. And when it hits downward, it starts on fire. The bobber starts on fire from the lava. And then the item drops through the lava and gets sucked up by the hopper down below before the item can actually break. And then that turns into this minecart hopper that goes into the regular hopper that goes in here. And then this shoots it up a bubble column here. And the bubble column passes it into another hopper that goes into that original chest that I showed you. So it brings it back up to the surface for you. And as you can see, I do have a nether wart farm down here as well as some aesthetic stuff here. Here's my little bubble column. Here's my original water elevator to get up and down easily. I thought those were kind of a nice aesthetic, and especially when vibrant visuals came in during the day, these really shine. So I've just got these like infinite water supplies up here that just cascade down. Works out really well. And then the redstone for the actual thing. I don't know if this is going to be a hot mess or not. I've got, it looks like it's so broken. I'm afraid to go up there to see what's actually happening up above. All right, we'll head up. Are they? Oh, my son. Okay, it is blocked off. Good. So my son did figure out how to turn the machine off completely up here. And this is so broken down here. I think probably a creeper blew up or something, and my son panicked and patched it up, which is fine. I can't show off the machine working, but it worked. It was nice. And it got me a lot of materials and stuff. So we'll just leave that alone. You can kind of hear them all existing down in there. It's fine. This is my, like, hey, if the thing breaks up top, I can get up to it. Little bridge, right? And then that goes up into the actual thing. I should probably like invest in some tinted glass for up there. I think that would be nice to actually see into the machine without letting light in. But, you know, I digress. This is the part where my fear of heights kicks in, but I try not to let it bother me. This leads to another mob farm that you can see up here. This is a drowned mob farm. I don't think I have any glow squids that pop up in here at all, but it certainly has drowns, and this is how I get all of my stuff for the tridents. So they pop down here from up above and kind of populate this chest with a bunch of stuff. So you can see them showing up in here. And they die, and I get the stuff. And if they drop a trident, shows up in this chest. I get nautilus shells, a whole bunch of rotten flesh that I could trade with my villagers, which I think I remember one of my villagers did escape. I gotta find him before he dies. That would be very sad. Okay, hi. Yes, I know, I'm sorry. And these guys will just keep falling down day or night. Okay, and then it's hard to see because we are way up here, right? Oh, and I do not have my... And it's raining. That doesn't help anything. Okay. Get out over here. You can see off in the distance my farms, my little village is over here. So I'll head back to the village and showcase a few other things that I had going on in this world. Okay. Apparently I only have 6 steaks left. I'm going to have to rectify that. Of course, my son needed leather at some point, and he basically destroyed my entire herd of cows at one point. And I'm like, you know, it's fine. Here's my original escape hatch down here. This leads right to the bottom, but I don't want to go that way. That seems weird. Oh, I do have a little fish tank up here, just for fun. Had found a little tropical fish, put him in the fish tank. He's always up there. Okay. Let's head back out to the nether. Okay, how do I get out of here? There we go. So that leads in there. This leads down to my original, like, trying to get up to the roof of the nether area. This was a pain in the bottom to get working as well. This room in particular kept on spawning aghast and slimes in like random spots, and I was like, what did I miss for spawn proofing this? You can see, looks down over the giant chamber that I walled off, right? I've got a little shaft here that I built as well. Again, really hard to do in survival, but it was fine. And then that leads up and down to the roof and back down to my base. All right, here we go. This also leads to my XP tower. Just kind of an old relic of the past there, and an easy way to get to it from the lower level here. So I kind of left that, but when you go from the tower back to the nether, you go all the way up because that's closer on the Y levels. This leads to my lumber base. This leads to, above the tower that I created in that world, in that village. This leads to my cave base. I really want to show that off because that was my original base, right? So we're going to kind of shimmy on through here. Let's see. Give me a little bit of stream lag, but hopefully that's fixed now. All right, here we go. Get up here. And then somewhere up here, I think it's near the end. Yes, back here. I'm just going to take a little detour. Goes all the way down. I got all of this gravel to kind of drop from the ceiling area. So I could create this little pillar to go down to the bedrock level. I do have a little teleporter there as well. This is my wither spawning area. You can see quite ridiculous amount of damage for the amount of withers that I spawned down here. I put the blocks, I believe, in a shape here, in a sideways T. And then I put the skulls here, here, and here. And then that spawns the wither inside this block of bedrock. And it gets stuck, and then it just suffocates to death. So I never have to actually fight them. And then down here, I also built, through the portal here, just in case he does break free, I've got a beacon over here to give me a slight edge in the combat. Never actually fought a wither legitimately. So it was interesting. I don't remember where this portal takes me, honestly. This takes me to the old wither base, maybe? I don't know. I could be mistaken. Either way, I don't want to futz with it right now. I want to go up to the base portal that I originally went to. The original wither farm that I had ended up being right under an ancient city. I'll probably show that off a little bit too. And that terrified me. That ancient city is still not safe. This entranceway at the wither farm is safe right now, but I still didn't want to risk anything. Little footsteps as I go through the portal. I don't know why my computer makes that noise, but whatever. This is my second original base. So I got a little bamboo farm there. Still raining up here. Got a nice dock that I created that goes out into the riverway. And then way up here is right near world spawn, which I don't have safe. So if I did actually add people to the world, they would spawn somewhere over there. But I came over here first, and I was like, oh, it's almost nighttime. Dig my way into the side of this cliff and dig out a little hole and have my original, crafting table here floating in the sky still. My original melon farms. And then this was my attempt to create a beacon in this area. And I just kind of gave up at some point because I didn't really need to. No, it wasn't a beacon. I was trying to create a skylight, which was kind of annoying to do. But I farmed for iron out here and went a little ways, found out that it was going to the outside in both directions. And I'm like, okay, I got to go down further because I'm not at like an optimal level for getting iron. But it did what I needed it to do. And that's when I started the base down below. This staircase came later. Again, it's very utilitarian. It's very like what I needed at the time, right? Back here, I created a beacon. My son was trying to trap a baby zombie in here and succeeded at some point, but then I don't know what happened. The beacon's all the way down there. And just some random holes to get some ore that I had built. But coming back through here, I've got my dark oak farms. So these are the dark oak trees that I grow in here and harvest. This was my... What happened in here? I had a mud farm or a... I wonder if my son broke it all. That's funny. I had a mud farm that you could place mud on top, and then the dripstones would drop down the water, and then the mud would turn into clay. So it was effectively a clay farm, right? And it worked out really well. But like, why it's not... Maybe it is. I think it still is. I think it's all down below. Okay. Yep. Look at that. It's still there. So yeah, this is my mud farm. So all this dripstone like just drips the water out of the blocks up above and then turns mud into clay. All right, let's get up here again. Wonder if I have any beef in the area. This was my original like mass farms. Didn't really need it anymore, so I just kind of keep them here and never really harvest them. Are they still in here? Hey, they are. These are the original green shirt villagers that I had to pull out of the village. My son didn't want them to expire at all, so I actually brought them over to my original base here and made them a little hidey hole home, which I thought was nice. And I've got my little cartography table down here. What else do we got? You'll notice an extreme lack of one thing in Elytra. I have not been to the end yet in this world. I had promised myself to do as much as I could before going to the end, because I felt like going to the end was the end. But I think my son and I and my daughter are in agreement that we're going to be, we've got 2 or 3 goals left. The first goal is to find a pillager outpost and convert it into a farm to get totems. Then, once we get the totems, there was something else that my son wanted to do. Something else that I wanted to do. And then I was thinking, okay, well then we can go fight the Ender Dragon and beat the game and get some Elytras and it'll be fine. So we're getting close. What's in here? Oh, that's funny. My son must have been in here smelting some stuff, and since I'm never over here, it just never finished smelting. So this was my original base, and it treated me very well. There's a lot of potential for things to fall from up above, so I had to create a railing system up there a bit. Had to light it up quite a bit out here, but you know, it was kind of a beautiful area. Even put a beacon out there just to help me out when I'm outside a bit. Oh, I love this area. It's very calming. I love the rain that we're seeing here. That's pretty neat. I'm hearing a drowned down below somewhere. I don't know. But I could come here with a boat. I could go fishing if I wanted to, right? I love just how this all kind of panned out. It's a quaint little first base. Of course, when I went to go find a village for the first time, I had to take a boat, and I went that way. And that's what led to where my village was. It took forever. There was no village like right near spawn. So I had to travel quite a few ways away. So right now we were kind of near 0, right? At around 0 and negative 100 or so for this base. So we'll see kind of where the village is kind of sitting. Show how much I had to do. How far I had to go to get there. Alright, we're gonna run. There we go. I do like having all these beacons set up everywhere. And that's one of the big challenges that I like, is to figure out how to make beacons in areas that I need the beacons for, because that 2-block jump is clutch in so many different scenarios. Yeah, so we're at negative 300, negative 400, and then 800, so it's like quite a few blocks away. I'm hearing, oh, there's another piglin zombie there. Okay, that's fine. You can stay. So this tree farm's huge. Let's maybe do a sleep, and then let's try to find that villager that meandered off. Kitties, hi. Oh, hi. Those are my daughter's cats. She has them sitting because otherwise they could go right into the lava buckets and die, and that would be very sad. Okay. All right. Let's look around. Did this guy get anywhere weird? Oh, this is my below the farm thing. This is the stuff that makes the iron, right? I had to fully spawn proof it with the paths. This was my experiments with trying to grow nether things out in the real world. That worked out well. Hi, kitty. Okay. I don't... There's a lot of stuff that had changed around here. Just trying to see if that villager ended up anywhere. Because, like, this is a ghost village right now. We're trying to figure out a way to repopulate it with normal villagers. But it's just been kind of a pain. Okay, so this guy... Oh, not over here, I guess. Hi. Oh, we do have some more cows. That's good. Wow. Very angry cow, apparently. We'll just kind of go away from that. One of the original villager areas that I used as a kind of like a villager breeding house. To get the 20 that I needed for my iron farm. Because this is bedrock. And it's mainly bedrock because I can play it on the PS5 as well. And my son can play it on the PS5 and the tablets and stuff. So, and the Switch. So like all three of those, all of the different systems that we needed to combine, demanded that we have everything on bedrock, which turns out fine. I'm going to have to go in there and kind of count all these guys now. Hi. Why are you in here? Maybe, you know what? I'm going to come in through the top. Kind of see. Here's all their beds, right? Here's the area where my son broke the farm. Did I see somebody over there? No, I did not. Okay, that's good. Okay, we're going to kind of drop down right here. Okay. Let's patch that up. Let's open this. So we got the 3 guys in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh my god, this is going to be ridiculous. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I think there was 19. Oh my god. Stop running around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Yeah, I think we're missing one. Well, at least that's closed now. I need a boat. And I also need to find the guy. I doubt he just vanished. I doubt he died. Well, where would he have gone? Justin, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Hopefully you're having an excellent evening so far. Cats. Not this guy. That guy's stuck in there. There's no way for a villager to just kind of meander on in there. He just made a beeline for somewhere, and I don't know where. And like he just disappeared. I turned around as he like fled through the door, and gosh, I don't know where he would have gone. Not up there, I hope. I didn't see him in here at all. Gotta go through here. No, not up there. I doubt he made it up here at all. Come on, close up. Don't want any creepers to pop in there, which has happened before. Okay, he didn't make it up into the pit with the iron golems. I still have to fix that machine, by the way. At least from up here, maybe I can get a good vantage point of the town. So let me know if you see a villager. I think it's a cleric. I'm almost positive that it was a cleric that escaped. And it feels weird to say that. I swear they're fine in there. They're a little loud, but it is what it is. Okay, not out there. No, I'm not seeing this guy anywhere. I'm gonna find him in like the most random weird spot imaginable, I'm sure. It's like, where would he even go, you know? They generally don't climb ladders very effectively. Oh, I do have my trading hall here. This was my own design for a trading hall. Little exterior. I don't have the middle done. I had planned to have a little courtyard of cherry blossom trees in the middle here. But I never got to it because I just ran out of time, I think. But I've got my mending guy here, looting 3, unbreaking 2 only, unfortunately. Respiration 3, which was nice for some things. Sharpness, efficiency, protection, fortune 2, and flame. So like some of the necessary ones, right? Were all in there. I had found out that I had some beds in here for them, but I found out that when they exited the beds, sometimes they would glitch them out of the house. So I had to put their beds up here. But then when I had their beds in a slightly different position, they were still able to get to them. And I found out my villagers were disappearing after a while because they would get out of bed and after nighttime fell, and they would actually stand up in a spot where they would suffocate. So they would get out of bed and suffocate and die, and I had no idea it was happening. So like I lost a mending villager right away. I lost another guy as well at some point. I'm like, okay, I got to fix this. It took me a while to figure out what was happening and to actually fix it. I don't remember what I was planning to do over here, but I do like my original sugarcane farm along the edge here. Creates a nice little thing. I love this area with all the water and everything. There is my original kind of nether portal that this was a ruined portal that leads somewhere. I want to say this leads to the original portal that I showed off in the nether earlier. So I thought that was cool. I got a boat here in case I need it. And honestly, I do need it. I need to grab my axe. Gimme. I had to build up all of this dirt out over the water because of my farm's getting too big. You know what? I tore my old bamboo farm down. I had a bamboo farm over here for the longest time, and I tore it down in lieu of having my newer one built. Whoops. Way over there. Because this one was relatively inefficient and it was very loud. But now I've got really loud sheep instead. This was my son's building here. This is what he had built. He's got some chickens in here, or a chicken rather. Like, what is he doing? He's got a llama and a chicken. And yeah, I don't want to open the door now because you're gonna hop out, and that's not cool. Okay, good. Yeah, go away. Chickens. He's got a little bit of a chicken farm out here as well. Down somewhere is a little chest storage area that he was building. Oh, this leads up to his actual base. Which is just a bunch of chickens and some carpeting, I guess. That's so funny. I haven't been up here in a while. But it's not too bad. And then this leads up here to the roof, the glass-topped roof that is wide open. And that leads to the top of these cherry trees that he also enclosed in glass, which I thought was fun. But he built this right next to my tower because he wanted to be close to me. So I thought that was really sweet. Still not seeing that villager. My son built a trap down there just because he watches YouTube and sees people making silly machines and stuff. So you step on that pressure plate and it won't let you out at all because iron trap door on top and then iron doors on all the sides close in on you and you can't get out unless you break a door. So it's not like a true trap, but it's enough. Now I am curious where the heck that villager would have ran off to. So there's a lot going on there. Unless I miscounted. I swear I saw him exit the building and then just disappear. So I don't know where he would have gone off to. We've got a creeper growing up in the melon farm right now. All right. Where's my bow and arrow? Do I have arrows? I do. I've got 50 of them. That's good. That's what I need. Where'd you go? Got him. All right. Creeper down. Zombies showing up now. I really should spawn proof my melon farm. I haven't done so yet because I want to build an automated melon farm. And it's kind of one of those back burner items. I don't really need it because I don't need emeralds, really, because I've got plenty of things for emeralds. I mean, there's some zombie villagers over here, but, like, that would be 2 different zombie villagers, unless that's the guy. He got turned into a zombie, maybe? I don't know. It looked like a zombie cleric, right? Why is there a horse over there? I'm so confused. All right, we're gonna check for guys over here. Where is this zombie cleric guy? Is that you? Maybe he did get turned into a zombie. Can I trap you? Yeah, I know. Now, ow. Maybe jump for some reason. I know I'm perfectly safe out here, but whatever. Okay, I need a lead for you. Yeah, I know. Let's see if I can find a lead quick. Oh, cheapers. Starting my place on fire here. I got a whole bunch of random stuff in here, so of course I had a lead in there. Hi, come on. We're going to cure you. And by doing so, I know. Thank you. We should get you back. Because I'm pretty sure those are cleric vestments. And I'm pretty sure I lost a cleric. Hey, I know, I'm so sorry that you are a zombie. Okay, so what do I need? I need potions of weakness and golden apple, right? I need to eat as well. Maybe... thinking about bringing him back in here, honestly. Okay, that was a lot of stuff for that. Okay. Hi, come here. Yes. Ow. Buddy, I am just trying to give you your best life here. Okay. Yeah, he just keeps tapping me on the way through. Okay. How do I make a potion of weakness? I mean, I need some nether wart, right? I got a glass bottle. I've got... Does it require a spider eye? I say that might be poison or so. So one of the things I don't like about Minecraft is needing to kind of look things up every now and then, but that's fine. So this is Minecraft potion of weakness is... It is a fermented spider eye and a water bottle and a brewing stand. So I've got a regular spider eye. How do I make it fermented? 1 brown mushroom, 1 sugar, and 1 spider eye? Gross. I mean, I've got sugar, potentially, right? This is my sugarcane farm, but it's getting turned into paper. Except for when it's not. Of course, it is exactly completed out in there. All right, I keep hitting the wrong button, trying to move to a different thing here. So let's see if I have any sugarcane laying around anywhere else. God, this is so many. So many. Ooh, wait, what is this? Arrow of poison, arrow of slowness. These are things I got from a trial chamber. No arrows of weakness though. That's unfortunate. Anything in here? Because apparently you can use arrows of weakness as well to like hit them and then transfer them back. We're gonna be here forever if I keep checking every single box though. So I'm just gonna kind of give up on that. Actually, I do have one thing I can check. Do have kind of the remnants of a sorting system out here. Nothing in here. Do have, oh, I got some beef in there. I'm going to take that. That will come in handy. These hoppers are kind of backlogged quite a bit. It's kind of shooting through all that stuff there. Ooh, some more beef. Wither skeleton skull. Why is that in there? This is just the most random stuff ever. Can I get to you? There we go. Lead. Sure, we'll take that. A whole bunch of random stuff that gets sorted in there because that leads to the top, which was going to be my original sorting box. Originally, it was going to be put stuff in here, and then it goes through all 300 sorters in a big T shape down to a final chest that was all the stuff left over. And I never got around to filling all those up because it is so difficult to do that. I guess I could have filled everything with like one dummy item that would never get filled in and then just kind of fill them in as I went. But like, whatever, it's fine. Okay. What am I looking for? Sugarcane? Here we go. Sugarcane turns into sugar. I got more leads in here. Okay, good. I've got... What else can I put back in here? I don't need the eggs or the cacti, although I have a better place for the cacti. This is where all the cactuses pop into from my farm up above. And as you can see, some more just came in there. Okay, so let's craft some sugar. I need that. We'll just do 2 for funsies. So I don't have to hold on to 2 separate items. And then what is it? I need a brown mushroom. Do I have any brown mushrooms? I need to give this guy something, I think, to hold on to so he doesn't despawn, right? Again, run buttons. I am so used to playing other games. No, not that one. Random block. How about some dirt? I think we'll do some dirt. And then there you go. Do you want to pick that up? Let's see if I can. Nope. Here we go. And then here we go. Not going to pick it up. I guess they don't pick it up very readily. Could put a name tag on him. Because then he won't go away if he's named, right? Do I have any name tags in the area? Again, the answer is probably, since everything's kind of in one area. Because I just am like, well, I don't need stuff right now, so let me put it in a chest here. This is why I needed a mega sorter, right? I've got a crimson fungus. That is not a brown one. I got raw pork chops. I got some leather here. Diamond boots. Some melon seeds. Nothing exciting in terms of brown mushrooms. Let's see, what do I got here? No, nothing there. Mushrooms up here? Nope. Let's see if my son's chests have any mushrooms in them. Don't see anything offhand. There's some crimson and what are these warped funguses? No brown mushrooms there. Some nether warts. Some more special arrows. This is another slowness one. Okay. Got regular spider eyes. This is all just random stuff as well. My goodness. Okay. Where would I have brown mushroom? I mean, if I had anything, it would be in my tower in my nature chest. So let's see if we can take care of that. And hopefully the other guy doesn't despawn. I don't think he will. But he's safe inside and he's in a boat. So that should be enough to prevent him from despawning, right? All right. Anything in here? Doesn't look like it. I do have mutton. If I need some more food, right? This is all sorts of random seeds and stuff. Don't really need that. This is going to be random stuff as well. What do I got here? Random building materials and a random bow and some more glasses. I want more glasses. What do we got here? All of that stuff. It's fine. This is my nature chest, though. I was thinking if there was any chance for a mushroom, it'd probably be in here. But I'm not seeing anything because I don't think I ever really harvest brown mushrooms at all. Like, where do you even find those anymore? Does it have to be brown mushrooms? Let me go to the official Minecraft wiki. Potion of weakness, fermented spider eye. Which is, yeah, it's a brown mushroom, sugar, and a spider eye. Okay, so where do you find brown mushrooms? I would imagine caves, but I thought like something weird happened and they got rid of most of the brown mushrooms in certain existing caves or something like that. Naturally generated in poorly lit areas. 25% chance to generate brown mushrooms in random patches. Also generate on the surface of a swamp under the trees. Old growth spruce taiga. Old growth pine and mushroom fields. Biome along with anywhere in the nether. Interesting. Able to generate on top of any block type. Interesting. Mushroom farm fields, rooms in the woodland mansions, which I haven't found a woodland mansion yet, honestly. Don't know why. Really sad that I haven't found a woodland mansion yet. Let's see. Fallen trees can have up to 2 mushrooms generated on them. Interesting. Okay. Well, where would be a good place to find those then? I've got like mushroom farms nearby. I'm just curious if I actually need to go there or if like one of these random chests is going to have brown mushrooms in it. Because I've had this for over a year and I've been randomly hoarding things for over a year. Oh, and my kids have been playing too, so They might have brown mushrooms in their chests up here. Anything in here? I see some spider eyes. What else do I see? Nothing, 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 nothing. Giving up hope. Nope. Nothing here. No brown mushrooms. Okay. I do have a couple other spots to check. Nothing there as expected. Okay. I'm going to check the nether. I had the beginnings of a mega sorter room in my nether hub. My initial thought was I'm going to be traveling through this nether hub all the time because it's super fast to get everywhere, right? So I thought, oh, well, if I make a little, underground sorting machine here, which is where it was going to be kind of working into, multi-tiered sorting machine is kind of what I was going for, but it's too small for what I needed. Please have a mushroom. I do not have a mushroom in here. I do. Brown mushrooms. Beautiful. Okay. I really only need one, honestly. Look at that. I'm so smart. Okay, so now I need to go to my brewing stand, which thankfully I needed to come here anyway because that is in my tower here. Which I think I have to face this way in order to face the tower. All these little quirks of the game that you figure out over time are fascinating. Building terrain. Slowing my computer down, something fierce as it loads. But that's okay. Okay, in we go. Okay, and we're back. Beautiful. Brewing stand. You're way over here. Okay, so this is another reason why I've got this over here. First, I need to... Watch, I already have like a potion of weakness in here or something. No, what I got? Fire resistance, some other stuff. Random stuff. It's fine. I'm gonna put the wither skeleton skull into here though. Weird that it was just kind of floating around. I'll put Quinn's pickaxe there too. Got a whole bunch of wheat. I forgot about that. No wonder my inventory's so full. And I've got a natural block set up here. I'm going to put wheat in there as well. And my rotten flesh can go in the rotten flesh drawer. Okay. So I need 3 bottles of water. 1, 2, 3. Now I need to give you 3 bottles of water. I'm going to pop in some nether wart. Wait for that to get done. Got my blaze powder powering this thing for a bit, so we're fine. As that's going, I'm going to build a sugar, a spider eye, and where's my brown mushroom? There we go, fermented spider eye. Okay. Oh, and I'm going to need some of this. Just one. Okay, that's for the splash potion. Okay, so we got that. Take that out. Put in the fermented spider eye. Wait, no, that's not for the splash potion. Oh, silly me. That's for powering up the things. This is for the splash potion. This is a gunpowder. Now, Do I throw the golden apple at the villager? Is the question. I've never done this before. I've never saved a villager before from being zombified. I'm pretty sure this is my missing villager that had become zombified. So we got 3 shots at it, effectively, right? I know you make them weak, and then you give them a golden apple. But, like, how do you give them a golden apple? I've got a whole bunch of them here. Got a few of them. So we'll just bring those along. Put this bottle back. What else do I have up here? Oh, I've got bottles up here. So many bottles. We'll put them up there. That's fine. Again, my organization is something to be desired. Or something that, I don't know. There's a saying around there that makes sense, but I don't remember it. Okay. I'm pretty sure I just splash him with the thing and drop a golden apple nearby, and then we're good, right? And then you wait a few random ticks, like a few minutes, multiple minutes, and then he eventually shakes himself free of the zombification, and we're good to go? Theoretically? I don't know. Not gonna worry too much about it. We're on an adventure. 2,257 days and my first zombie villager conversion. If he's still there. I really hope he is. Okay, still be there. Please be there. No! Did he go away? I'm very sad. I knew I should have name tagged him. Okay. All that work for nothing. Okay. We had found him though, I thought. And then we didn't name tag him. So he disappeared on us. He despawned. And that's extremely sad. What's going on over here? That is just reflections in the water, apparently. Okay. Looking longingly over at the zombies on the island. Alright, I guess what that means is we're down to 19 villagers. And in order to get back to 20, I'm going to have to rebreed them. And that requires giving them food. And I've got a whole bunch of it somewhere. I'm sure if I open... Oh, I've got a whole ton of wheat. What am I doing? I can just make a whole bunch of bread. Whole ton of wheat. Where are we going? Let's get a couple of these. A couple more of these. 8 should be fine. Let's turn that into wheat. And then let's bake some bread in a crafting table. Because that's how bread gets baked, right? Okay, close you up. All right, guys. I know, my bad. I accidentally, I don't know, killed a guy, because I didn't give him a name tag. Okay. Come on, stay in there. You're fine. Okay, who wants it? Okay, That's all the bread I got. What, you gave me some back? I don't know what that was. They are not happy. Maybe I do have 20 in here. I just can't count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, something. This is, see, it's really difficult when you've got all these guys in here. And you can't do much about it, right? Maybe I do have 20 because I gave them a whole bunch of stuff and apparently they didn't want to breed because I have exactly as many beds as I need for the villagers to survive. So maybe I am just losing my mind a little bit. Would have been cool though. Could have had a new villager. But that's fine. Okay, all of that is to say, now what? Now what am I going to do? I had planned to fix my villager. I had planned to give a tour, which I did. I really don't want to fix my iron farm right now. So that requires remembering what I did, and I don't remember what I did. Something about signposts and stuff. Look at that nice sunrise. We'll watch the sunrise together. That's fine. Oh, I didn't give a tour of my son's area yet. So that was kind of one of the things that we were working on. My son wants to create a diamond farm underneath his allotted area. I say allotted area, it's his area that he claimed. Okay, who's all in here? Looks like... Okay, yeah, there's a lot going on there. Those guys are always there. And there's one guy here that's always there. He can't get out because of the flowing water. What is going on here? There's a zombie over here that's just kind of chilling. He's got some armor on. I don't know why I guess he's in the water. He's fine. And this is my son's mangrove forests that he built. So he wanted to have this path was pretty much just a regular path before. And he created these mangrove trees to kind of take that area for himself. And then he built this cauldron farm. He wants to make an array of cauldrons of every color of water, of dye in there for to make it look cool, nice and rainbow. He likes rainbows and everything. And then he built this farm up here. I helped him a little bit, but he has this massive wheat farm up here that he and his sister kind of role play around, saying that, oh, I'm the farmer and I'm selling wheat and bread and stuff for emeralds, and they trade emeralds and wheat and stuff back and forth. Like his sister will harvest the wheat and he'll pay her a wage. I don't know. It's interesting. Down here's their first drowned zombie that they captured. Put him in some glass and have some water in there. So he's been staying alive this whole time. And over here is the cherry biome. Don't know why these guys are out here, but that's okay. My son put in a fish pond, and this was an original attempt for me to dig a hole all the way to my original cave base, which is a long ways away. I blocked that off because it's a little dangerous. So up here is the path that my son made. We still have a lot ways to go. We just kind of started this project. So I built the first pink beams there, And then kind of up here, after about 100 or so, this is where the next one's going to go. So this will cover the whole area up there. And then we've got another 100 blocks or so to go this way. And we'll see the other area that we have allotted for the final beams. I think it's like right around here. A little bit further, it looks like. We got a zombie around here too. It's got to be right around here. Is it down here? No. What's going on down here? Interesting. Didn't know there was that big gap right there. But somewhere in here is going to be the next one. Maybe we'll do it over here because we already have some space down below. But most likely, is it over? Oh, this is it. This is kind of where it's going to be started. So this will cover the rest of the area. We've got a nice little snow biome-ish over here as well. And then more cherry blossom forest beyond there. And up above that, if I can come up here, I don't know if I can see that far, honestly. Somewhere over here is a huge pale forest. I don't think I can see it from here, though. I have to, like, going through the rivers, you can kind of see an area in there, but it's gigantic. I did map it out at some point, so it's probably showing on my maps, but I don't think I have my maps handy. Do I? What do I have in here? I do have some maps. Western Hills, Eastern Hills. I think it's the Western Riverway. Honestly, let's pull that out. Yeah, see all of that gray in that corner there, in the bottom right corner, is a pale oak biome. I mapped it out once because I wanted to map out a whole bunch of the area, and it was quite the experience. I didn't run into any creakings because I made sure to not be in there at night. Didn't find any hearts of the forest either. So that wasn't too bad either. So I don't know. Eventually we'll probably explore in there. Oh, excuse me. But I didn't mean to do that. I am still getting used to the controls on controller on a PC. No woodland mansions in there, which I was sad to see. There was also a dark forest somewhere nearby. No woodland mansions in there. I don't think there's any within the direct vicinity. I've got a whole area like right above, I think just north of the sunken, what is that? What are those cities called? Those ocean monuments. So we had some ocean monuments in the area. One of them, I had built a whole bunch of conduits around because my thought was, hey, if I surround this place with conduits, then I can breathe inside there. And when I can breathe inside there, I'll be able to go in and have regeneration. I'll be way overpowered for all of these guys that are in there. Turns out it can kill the guys through the walls because conduits create an area around them when they're full conduits, especially, that harms any underwater enemies within a certain radius. And apparently it was too close to all of the guardians, the elder guardians, and it killed all the elder guardians. It was really annoying. So I don't know. So I still haven't been able to fight an elder guardian because the ocean monument that I took over, they were all dead by the time I got in there specifically. I had to get all the sponges though. all the little treasures and stuff in there. And it's safe in there. So I don't know. But it was a fun adventure. It was fun planning for that and trying to get it working. Okay, that goes in there. Where am I going right now? I think I was going to the map room. I think I want to do something different for the map room eventually. Right now it kind of bugs me. Okay. And this makes me sad. Okay, so you can see the Pale Garden up here. It's gigantic. It has a little bit of a snow biome in there. This is the Cherry Blossom Forest area that we are trying to populate for my daughter. There's my son's little island here. And if I zoom in, you can see his farm right there. That's pretty neat. My daughter's little Cherry Blossom Forest in the mountains. I think she's going to have a lot of fun with that. So we'll see what comes out of that. And I think over here somewhere is my XP farm. This is a little savanna area. I say little, it's huge, right? But like across the way, there's a village over here. And right in the middle somewhere around here is the Ocean Monument. These are just some random islands. These are my farms, I believe. Yeah, I've got my main farm, and then this is, wait, this is my my drown zombie farm for all of my tridents. So that's my main mob farm, which is currently broken. And then up here somewhere, I don't know if I can see it from here, honestly. It's not very apparent. Let me go there. It's a fun little contraption. I think that's kind of like the last big contraption that I've built. And it's the reason why I have 127 experience levels right now and full enchantments on everything. But I did just come across a new one, a new XP farm that doesn't require armadillos or cacti or, you know, zombies or anything like that. It requires armor stands, and you can build it in any area. Except for the nether. You can't build it in the nether, I don't think. I wouldn't want to try either, because part of that farm involves an off switch by flooding it with water. But it requires a arrow of harming 2, level 2 harm, and a bubble column to suspend that arrow, and then a very compact space. It's only a 3x3, and you put in like 100 armor stands or 2 stacks of armor stands, and apparently you can get 200 levels in a minute, which is ridiculous. And one of those splash potions of infestation lasts 3 minutes. So just sit there and get like 400 levels or so. This appears to still be not broken, which is good. My son was also in here utilizing this farm at some point. At one point he did accidentally break things because he forgot to turn it on. And when he forgot to turn it on, it just piled up the silverfish in here. Something fierce. He used up all my splash potions, though. Like, I've got a brewing system in here to make more. I'm curious if I have more ready. I've got the ingredients kind of. Oh, I have one splash potion of infestation left. So I've got my netherwort, gunpowder, and stone. I think that's all I really needed. I just need more glass bottles. And then I'm able to build more splash potions of infestation here. And then, oh, this is my bed that's in the ground that looks like a little sleeping roll, which I thought was fun. I don't want to turn this machine on because it is so loud and really annoying, and it lags everything. But it's quite the sight. Like, this whole area spills with XP. The zombie can't fight you at all because he's stuck in there. There's 3 armadillos in each of these composters, and you place cacti down below under here, and that harms the armadillos, but they're regenerating so fast they don't die because the zombie's here. And then you infest them by throwing a splash potion at this wall, and then the silverfish float to the surface of the water here, and you place some tridents, 3 tridents in each of this. You break the trapdoors on top. They fall to the trapdoor on the bottom. And then this makes the bottom trapdoors open and close like that. It's very buggy right now. And that kills all of the silverfish in there. And you can get like 60 plus levels at a time, which is very efficient. But this new farm idea that I just saw today looks even more efficient. So I might have to try that out sometime. Do you have my 4 cacti in here? That's good. And then some random stuff that my son had dropped off. I also have the oak trap doors in case the other ones are unrecoverable after you break them. Which happens from time to time. They despawn after 5 minutes, but it's fine. I think that is, like, there's not much to see out here, right? It's kind of a nice little area, though. Just a big savanna biome here that I haven't really explored all that much. I only came here and created this room for this machine. Dug out a little spot here while I was building the room, and just kind of left it as my potion brewing area. We'll go ahead and sleep here to pass the time. There we go. And oh, hello, zombie horseman. Yeah, no, they used to not be in the game when I came out here, but I love this view. Like, this view is worth the price of admission. I can go up here, and I can see the view from up top too. But, like, it's gorgeous. The sunrise. Coming over to this hill is especially nice. Look at that. Just a gorgeous little bit of Minecraft here. I love the blue waters down below. And then the reflection of the sun on the waters. Oh, we got a zombie over here that's not affected by the sun. That's exciting. And then here's the exterior of the house. Fully spawn-proofed out there. I should probably build a beacon out here at some point, because I feel very sluggish not having one. Do have a jungle, I think, over there. Come in. Oh, you can't you can't see through it if you're not in first person. That's funny. Okay, there we go. I think that's a jungle. So if I ever need jungle wood, I've got one kind of nearby. I forget what else is over there. I really need to explore some more. But I'm waiting on my elytra before I do some more cartography. That's one of the things I enjoyed as well, is kind of taking care of the cartography stuff. You had a little scoot. This dog is cute, but I am not in. I don't have pets in this game. I don't know. I worry too much about them for some reason. I should have a little doggo or something, but like I don't really need it at this point. It was just another thing to worry about. What was down here? Can't remember. Nice little stone area though. Like itty bitty cherry biome, cherry blossom biome, in the middle of this area. Lots of beautiful water. It's a nice little space. All right, let's get back inside. Where's my door? It's right down here. Poo, poo, poo. You know what? I think I can I'll just make some potions right now. I don't need that. I don't need the scoots. Got all these potions of weakness now for no reason. Sad. This raw beef. I don't know why I've got all this raw beef. Oh yeah, I was going to make it into actual usable stuff. All right, 3 of those. Let's get them in there. And then some nether wart. Get all of that. All right, nether wart first. Looks like I've got plenty of nether wart. No, I don't want to do gunpowder. Nether wart first. I don't know. I don't know if it matters. You can probably do a splash water bottle and then throw stuff in it, but I like to do it the original order. The order that makes sense to me. Okay, so nether wart to create the awkward potions. And then stone to create the infestation potions. Take just a moment and I'll consolidate my gunpowder there. All right, good, good. And then my gunpowder. Perfect. And we're going to put a stack of nether wart back. We'll put the stone in there as well. Why not? We'll put more nether wart in here too. We got plenty of nether wart down here. Glug, glug, glug. Good. We got it all. Okay, so now, just so my son's not super confused when he comes here again, I will put these splash potions in here, and that will be enough. I got another cacti. I'll let that grow. That's fine. Okay, that's all I needed to show off here. I think that's the last of my machines. There is one more area I do want to showcase. Let me get there. Requires going through. Oh, and that area over there leads to another nether portal that leads to the quarry area that we kind of discovered when we were exploring the world together. We were just all on a little adventure, having fun, going in a random direction and seeing what we could find. And we found this cool quarry structure and thought it was pretty neat. So we created a nice little hidey hole there, made it safe-ish, and kind of went from there. All right. So we're just walking back through my nether highway. Very simplistic nether highway. I want to go down. I'm trying to remember how to get to where I want to get to right now. I need to go to my cave base. This will be the last thing that I showcase, I think, from my world here. And then I need to give my ears a rest because for some reason I'm getting some sensory issues wearing these headphones. And it's like squeezing my head and my ears a little too much. And that's not fun at all. So I'm going to have to figure out what to do there. Okay, here we go. Cave base. No, I don't have to go to the cave base. I go down here. Haha, I knew there was a reason for this portal down here. I just have to remember which one I'm using. Is it this one or the other one? Where does the other one go? Honestly, I don't know where the other one goes. We'll see where this one goes. It's fine. Pretty sure this goes exactly where I want it to go. So I was doing some strip mining for diamonds. And happened upon multiple areas for ancient cities. And what I ended up doing is I also found the coordinates for a wither trap, which is right in here. Okay. You spawn the wither by placing them in a sideways T. Here, 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 and here. And then you put the skulls on this side. And the wither spawns inside of this block. And he can't get out. So he just suffocates and dies right inside there. And then every now and then randomly he will shoot some stuff out. So I covered all the walls with water. And surprisingly, his explosives did not break any of the blocks through the water, which I found fascinating. So I tried to cover as much as I could with water, and it worked. But he kept on destroying the ceiling. The ceiling leads to an ancient city. As you can see, there's skulk everywhere. The immediate area up here is safe. Okay. So I can go up here and it's fine. I'm going to crouch just in case. I am under the effect of my beacons that are in the area. But like, it's a pretty big ancient city. And it was quite frightening to have my wither farm right next to this ancient city. I don't know how to get up there easily. Like over here, there's going to be some shriekers up here. And I want to avoid those. This is where I wanted to get to. Look at these blocks, these decorative blocks of sorts, right? So there was some chests up here. There's some shriekers kind of in the area up over there. I'm permanently crouched right now. Yeah, see. That's a no-go zone. And there's just a bunch of other stuff in here that I want to explore eventually. A lot of sensors and shriekers everywhere, though. I have not made this spawn proof, so maybe one of these days I will. To be honest, I have an upgraded computer coming soon, tomorrow or Wednesday. if that works out, I will be doing more Crimson Desert on there. But once I beat that game 100%, I might, and maybe even not. Maybe I will kind of do some more Minecraft streaming because I've been kind of enjoying showing this off. Had a few people join in and follow, and that was nice. But really, I would love to just have some conversation and field questions from folks, and do some stuff like make this area safe. Which frightens the heck out of me, right? I haven't done anything like that yet. And I haven't spawned the warden in this world yet either. I've purposely avoided that because safety first and always is my biggest thing that I go to. My motto, right? Like you can see down here, a bunch of wool surrounding. There's some sensors down here, and then there's some others elsewhere that I can't remember where they are, but like I barely have gone in here, but I mainly went in here for something out of the chests. I think it was the Swift Sneak. So I finally got my Swift Sneak 3 on my pants, which was phenomenally hard to do. And now that I'm not in the nether, I should probably put on my netherite helmet, honestly. Because that has everything on there. Yeah, this was an ordeal to get these chests safe enough. I think I did set off some shriekers once, and I just booked it out of here. Because there was no need to be messing with this at all. But that's what prompted me to move my wither operation to the nether, because there was one safe spot in the nether that I know of on bedrock, and it's always the same for bedrock as well. The coordinates are always the same, so like every world has the same safe zone for that. What did I do here? There we go. So I was able to find it pretty easily, but like I still leave it here as like a memento, right? I love little artifacts like this in the world that are created through play, and it's a shame to kind of tear them down. Like, well, like I was saying with my bamboo farm, I should have just broken the mechanism that gathered everything in the farm, right? Because that was the loud part. But let the bamboo grow. Maybe got rid of the ceilings and let them grow out of the ceiling. That would have been pretty cool. But I needed the materials at the time, and I was just like, I don't want to just gather all these materials again, so I'm just going to move them all to the other side where I spend most of my time, because I was a little too far away from the side they were on for them to continuously be growing. So that's how all of that moved and became a giant farm. But I digress. Basically, you come in here, you spawn the wither in this spot, and then you get out into this little area as fast as you can, so it doesn't kill you on accident. And then you just wait here until it dies, and then you can go gather your nether star. Which, do I have more? Got 7 more beacons. Do I have more wither nether stars? I don't. So I do need to farm him again sometime soon. But I'm not going to worry about that for the stream because it's loud. It's repetitive. There's no need for it. Maybe I'll show it off at some point, but not right now. And that's fine. What else do I have? Golden apple goes in here. Raw beef. I'm going to go back. Let's see, that goes to the nether. And then that will allow me to climb back up and go into my cave base if I want. Which I think I do. I'm just going to check these quick, see what's up here. Potions, just in case I break anything. And he escapes. I want to see where this goes. Where do you go? I want to say it goes back up to the surface. Was I smart enough to do that? Hey, I was. That's awesome. Okay, I need to get off of that thing. That's for sure. Oh, I didn't leave my gunpowder back at the other base. Oh well. Such is life. Okay, we'll take advantage of this furnace being on, right? And cook my beef. Because that is needed. I don't have any other beef in here. This is my original copper chest. This was my original adventuring chest. I think this was also an adventuring chest. I got... Whoops. Oh, come back here. What are you doing? This was my son's chests over here. He's got a bunch of random stuff in there. And I've got random stuff in all this other chests here. As you can see, I just kind of hoard things and never get around to actually sorting it. Hence the need for the sorter, hence me giving up on the sorter because it took so long. This one, it makes a little bit of sense, but I don't know why I have so many water. The water bottles were for the mud farm. That's right. I only have 2 dark oak saplings. I need to get my hoe. Where is that? Is that in here? Where is my super hoe? It's got Fortune 3 on it. And it's specifically for harvesting the leaves of the trees. And farming. But like if you use Fortune 3 on the leaves, it actually has a higher % chance of dropping saplings or apples or whatever. I don't think I've read that anywhere, but in practice, I have noticed it significantly better. There's the top of my lava pool. Every now and then an Enderman will teleport in here because it's not totally, you know, foolproof. But like, it's not too big of a deal because they're super easy at this point. Just checking all the little areas that I've got. Here's my door. My door chest for some reason. Yeah, I don't know where that super hoe went to. It's got to be back at my other base. Either way, this was fun. I've enjoyed showing off my Minecraft world. 2,000 some odd days. And it's still going strong. I'm finding that I'm still having fun with it. So, like, now my kids are getting back into it. And we're all having fun together. And that's really nice. What's on this boat? I don't know why I have all this random stuff. This was from an adventure at some point. I got all these poppies for some reason. I think I came across a poppy field and I needed red dye or something, but I don't think I ever got around to that project. Yeah. It's very cool. I can't clamber up on those though. It's fine. Just jumping up here. There we go. Nice little serene area. So, I don't think we've got anybody in the audience right now, and that's okay. But if you are out there, if you're coming in at the tail end of this stream, I do appreciate you being here. I do appreciate the time we've spent together. Hopefully you've had a relaxing evening. I see a zombie down there. What are you doing, man? They're coming to the surface because they want to say hi. It's fine. It's daytime. They're going to come after me at all. Got some fish. We got some zombies. We got a beacon out there. I can't remember. I think that was like at the edge of my beacon space. There's the Pale Garden. Forest, the Pale Forest. Again, look at that. I think in that direction too is the stronghold. Somewhere. I can't pull up a map because Minecraft doesn't have, and here is a map that you can just pull up in a HUD. You have to actually hold a physical map. And remember which one you're holding. But over there somewhere is, the stronghold. We haven't found it yet. We haven't really searched for it yet, to be fair. We'll find it one of these days. Whenever we go on the adventure to save the world from the Ender Dragon. Hopefully soon. Probably soon. This summer, for sure. Very good. Well, I mean, I've been your host, Lord Neptune. I'm going to head on out of the game. And then we're going to kind of get in there and exit the game, get out of the launcher, and pull up the tunes, because it is time for the stream to close down a bit. It feels like, it says, today's reward points are here. Oh, thank you for giving me reward points that I will never use. Probably. Well, folks, thanks for stopping by. I hope you've had a nice, relaxing evening watching. If you're watching this on demand, hello from the past. I hope you're having a good day. I have been your host, Lord Neptune. Try to keep things chill here. Mostly play Hytale and Crimson Desert. But since my computer has been having issues with Crimson Desert, I said, till my new computer is here, I am going to do something different. And I thought, I want to show off my Minecraft world. So that's what I did. And now here we are. So I thought this was a fun experiment. It worked out nicely. Maybe I'll do it again sometime. Maybe I'll make it part of the rotation instead. Do Minecraft on Mondays, Minecraft Mondays. That has a nice ring to it. Crimson Desert Wednesdays. Midweek. No, there's no alliteration that makes sense there. I don't know. And then Thursdays are Hytale days. And then Sunday, I have I've got podcast editing on Sundays. So that's my work days. People can come by, see what techniques I use for editing, get a sneak peek at some of the episodes that I'm working on. It's mostly going to be Starwall at this point. If we have Pandas Talking Games to edit, then I become kind of a disentangled third host for that show. I do that edit at a 1x speed. For the streams, normally I do it at like 3 times speed to just zip right through it. But I've been enjoying going through them, listening to the discussions, pausing it every now and then, and adding my thoughts. So that'll be coming back in July when they get back around to recording again. Eventually, when I finally get Character Creation Cast recordings happening again, then I will do those edits live as well, because I think those would be really fun to hear as well. I don't think there's going to be any big issues getting those edited on live. You get all the little outtakes and all the little things that I have to cut out in the meantime. It should be fine. All right. Well, anyway, I have been digressing into this Midwestern goodbye for far too long. So thanks so much for joining, everybody. Have an excellent rest of your evening. Take care, stay safe, drink plenty of water, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.